pressure element.
Hello viewers, so here we are then looking at the fictional Paris track of Grid 2. I'm driving a Bugatti Veyron here, not a circuit I know very well. This is one of the new circuits in the game. So round turn 1, or turn 1 straight into turn 2 here. This is an Eliminator round, so I didn't want to get too caught up. And now getting on the power down the straight, so I know I can overtake a couple of these guys because they had a poor exit. This is flat out for his next corner, but I'm slowing slightly because I don't know what these guys in front are doing. And then an early braking downhill into this section. Back end coming out a little bit. The back end slightly wider on the Bugatti Veyron than I realised, and so you'll see a slight mistake from me later, but fast and furious through these tight twisty streets. So I like the intensity of it. Here you're seeing it being played on a Vasaro rig with the Fanatic wheel rim, with the BMW rim there, which gives it that nice authentic feel. Of course, this is on a D-box. As a car brakes in front of me, actually almost came to a standstill. I don't know if they didn't know what each other was doing, and I just flew straight into the back of him. But this is very much bump and grind racing. As an Eliminator, you have to get yourself out of last place, and you have to be aggressive, otherwise you just won't make it to the lead. And you'll see how far down the road the leader is now. I really need to push through this section. Slight mistake there, the car understeered, and then I was coming out the power and it just felt like it was stuck to the wall, and the back end just clipped it. So it would have been over for me, but obviously we've turned the effect from damage off for this run, because you've got to learn the courses. I'll come back to this when I know the courses and do a full damage run, do it all perfectly. And again here, another mistake there, the braking was slightly earlier, and you'll see on my second lap when I'm taking all of that into account and improving. Loving the speed, the feeling of speed. I'm loving the way the handling changes on the different surfaces. Here we are on the cobblestones, and of course that means a lot of loss of grip, so you'll see the opposite lock there, just trying to keep control, get on the power, close as I can on first place. I've no idea where he is. I'm pushing really hard at this point, trying to get around this section again without putting too much power through the wheels, because otherwise you will spin out for this high speed, full flat out downhill section. Love the speed and braking. I actually carried more speed through there than I realised, so I broke the same time as I did the lap before, but obviously I didn't take into account slowing for those other cars. And again here you can see really giving it everything over this section, and I can see first place, so I know victory will be mine now. This is running on the medium setting. If you're playing it on the hard setting, I can tell you it's very, very, very hard indeed, and no doubt I'll do some runs at a later date. Great fun actually on this PC setup with the triple screen and the seat and everything. It's so intense, you really do feel a part of it. I know people talk to me also about handling. The handling, people seem to get mixed up with simulation. It simulates real life, but it's not a simulation. For example, if a car in real life has understeer or oversteer, it'll feature the same nuances. So it's the nuances they retain in the driving model. But the speed through this tunnel section again is incredible. You need to go flat out through that chicane, and then braking about halfway in that tunnel, and then braking again at the foot of the hill if you're going to get the car in. I was a little bit later than I wanted to be, but not too bad. And then full speed up here, the car will grip, and then just really braking earlier. And it's nice because there's lots of markers. The coloured fences work well as a braking marker for you instead of traditional marker boards. Well, I'm certainly enjoying myself, and there'll be lots more videos like this as well coming out over the coming weeks as I test out the game's many features. And so now it's just a case of keeping control, seeing how fast I can go through these corners, and enjoying every minute of it. It really does, as I say, transform the experience. And that's it for this run. It's coming to an end now, and there'll be more Grid 2 coverage to follow in the coming days and weeks. Quite a lot on the way. But that's it from me for now. As ever, more soon.